right, so we here tapped in with Paul Calvani, fashion designer extraordinaire. We in his like workshop, where he makes all the magic stuff like that. So I was just talking to him like off camera. Like I've known him for a few years now, and I remember when he first started getting on the sewing machine and transitioning because he did music and stuff and sells skateboards. And so, man, what made you like really dive in and like go all the way with the fashion design and stuff like that? What is it that stuck out to you?
Well, like what you were saying, like selling skateboards, like I've fixed phones, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't even remember now, like everything I've done, but I feel like whenever there's an opportunity, I'll take it, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do it. I've done like every job you can think of, you know what I'm saying? I've sold whatever the fuck you can think of.
Yeah.
And the skateboards was just one thing I could think of off rip because I did that in high school. Like I remember buying 10 boards because like some kids would start asking me for them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just like always am hustling and always trying to do some shit. And so like once I found the clothing, you know, like the pocket that I want to be in with clothing.
Yeah.
Like having endless amounts of stuff to work with. You know what I'm saying? Having a sewing machine that I can use whenever I want. Being able to screen print whenever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I put myself in the position where I don't have to use anybody or wait on anything. It all is just like whatever I want it.
Yeah, you could build your infrastructure and stuff.
Right. So then after I put myself in that position, it was just like free running. You know what I'm saying? And like me being a passionate, you know, hustler, like that just like it's just like all right, a no-brainer. Like now I'm just gonna work on this all day, every day. You know, I put myself in the position where I can work for myself. So this is what I'm gonna choose to spend my time doing. Because it's like you have to be your own boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to tell yourself like what to do or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're the only one who's gonna stop you or like if you're sitting there on the couch doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all on you.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And so, how does you feel like that transition from just making the clothes into like people desiring and being sought after and falling in love with the Calvani brand?
Oh yeah, that it's like a mixture. Like it's like I made clothes because like when I first started like doing shows, I was like knew it would be a good way to make extra money, like merchandise, you know what I'm saying? And a good way to promote my music. And then I was just like falling more in love with designing merch than fucking actually making the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I wouldn't keep making stuff if it wasn't selling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it started with it like when I make my first batch of t-shirts and it sells and it's like, alright, let's make another batch, you know what I'm saying? And maybe this design's gonna work too. So like you start fucking making more clothes as the sales come in, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just like that, like just like a natural, organic, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember making one of my first cut and sew pieces where I like stitched it by hand. It was like a Bart Simpson on the back of a flannel.
Yeah.
And like somebody wanted it, you know what I'm saying, off the Instagram DMs, and I was like, all right, like hell yeah, and I named like a price, and they were like down.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I kind of like put it at a price where I was like thinking like I wouldn't even like spend this much on clothes right now, you know what I'm saying? But like that's how much it was worth. Like I didn't want to sell it for anything less, you know what I'm saying? And they bought it, and I was like, all right, fuck yeah, that wasn't really expected, you know?
Yeah.
So like I just kept going with that, like trying to make these like pieces like intricate that I can sell for like over $100 easily, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just like that, like organically. And now, you know, like I probably like, as you can see, I have boxes of stuff. So it's like you have to find that balance, you know what I'm saying, to not like overstock yourself, fucking spend all the money you've made on clothes You know what I'm
And
saying?
then have it
It's like,
sitting, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But thankfully, I have been able to like keep going, and you know what I'm saying. I'm like 2 years in right now, and still going. I have a fucking amazing stock of stuff to like work on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I have so much stuff. Like I don't have to go out and like spend any money right now, which
Yeah.
is great. So yeah, it's like I'm ready to fucking make
Mhm.
fucking hella pieces, like good ones, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like you can't rush it. So you know what I'm saying? Like all these pieces that I still have that I haven't sold yet, that just means that they weren't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Or like the right person has seen it. Because I'll sit on
Yeah.
something and eventually sell it. But I like selling things like right away off my DM. You know, like
Mhm.
it's kind of turned into something where if I put on my DMs and I don't sell it within 24 hours, I kind of get disappointed. And I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, this isn't a good piece.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
If
And,
that
like,
if that happens, would you go back and maybe do more to it?
yeah, I've done that.
Okay.
Definitely. And I'm just like, I'll be like, damn, I gotta try harder. Like,
Mhm.
people want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And so, how do you
good,
find
bro.
like your inspirations where you're coming for a design or like I've seen you do stuff where maybe you take a shirt that already has a design and then completely change the way that looks, or sometimes you start from scratch. Like, how do you? What's your like process like?
That is just like my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm pouring out into the art. Like, just memory. It's a mixture of memories and
Mhm.
like feelings and emotions and things that I'll see and like that influence me or like that I feel some type of way when I see it or read it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything like that combined. It's like I just have to I'll see things and like cutouts or like t-shirt designs and I'll be like and that just like seeing the design doesn't like isn't it for me, you know?
Mhm.
Like I'm already taking pieces and like trying to think of how I can puzzle them together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like right now, you can see that is literally filled with different t-shirt graphics.
Okay.
And like it gets a little difficult when it's like that much. But
Yeah.
the idea, like what I'll do is like I'll lay them all out. If I'm like trying to think of an idea,
Mhm.
I'll lay them all out on the ground, and the more I have, the more of a fucking space it's gonna be, and then I just start trying to like put them together. You know what I'm saying?
And like mix and match it and
Right, and sometimes I'll even be in a store and see multiple t-shirts, and like get an idea,
Mhm.
and then just buy them all and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. I seen that. I think you recently went to New York and did like some type of. You did like a mini fashion show or a pop up.
Yeah, no, I had a fashion show. Like I had my clothes walk in a fashion show in New York. So it wasn't my show,
Okay.
but somebody who threw it asked me to be a part of it.
Mhm.
So I flew my stuff out there, and yeah, it was really awesome. I was on probation, so I wasn't like supposed to technically be there.
Yeah.
Like wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and it was like super dope experience. Like first time, you know what I'm saying? My stuff walked. I had one of my friends that has modeled for me from here, like come to the show in New York
Mhm.
and walk. Some other girl that like has like hit me up on Instagram and she was just saying like, oh, I want to model for you, and you know like to set up a shoot is a whole big thing. So like I'll say yes, but that doesn't mean we're gonna shoot right away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, but she just randomly came to the show and literally got in the show last minute and
Yeah.
like got was a part of it. Like it was
Okay.
awesome. She's a really cool person. And she's bought stuff from me before. You know who you are.
And so you do like female designs as well.
I kind of leave it up to the eye of the beholder. These overalls have been purchased by mostly women, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Well, like, when I work with a piece like this, you know, I got this, like, from a women's store.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever I do to it, like, most likely a woman's gonna want to wear it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because it's a crop top. It's just got more of, like, that, you know, shows body and stuff.
Mhm.
But If a dude wants to wear it, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. If you could rock it out.
Exactly. So I'll do both.
Yeah.
But I think being a dude, and like a straight dude, it definitely makes I don't know, and like how I came up, more of my designs are probably more like whatever, you know what I'm saying, like masculine, just because of who I am. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
your
saying?
taste.
Like, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like as you like, some of my designs are like heads getting cut off and shit, and like I don't know, like I just like fucking badass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so. But I'll try to find some sexy shit, or like I'll try to tap into that feminine side. You know what I'm saying? To like create a piece that for women as well.
One thing that stands out in this area is the that submarine piece in the back.
Hell yeah.
What's the story behind that one?
That is, if you want to zoom in on that too, while I talk about it, that is one of my first collaborations I did with my friend Jordan Sucks,
Okay.
who is also an artist who does like canvases and clothing, and he got me into making clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, and like that was one of our first like I came up with the concept. I did the walrus, and he did like the background and the submarine,
Mhm.
and like he kind of used his style with the eyeballs.
Okay.
How he does. And yeah, that's like one of our first collaborations. The way we painted on the jacket, it's not really like wearable, because like we painted directly on the jacket.
Yeah.
Regular paint and not like fabric paint, but we did that so long ago. You know what I'm saying? That was like right in the beginning. And it's been a learning process, you know what I'm saying? And that's so I have it up there like that, 'cause it's just like good memory, like where the beginning was.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. That's what's up. So, man, like we just now start in 2020. What's the vision? What do you have planned, and what do you hope to accomplish this year?
Dude, I never even know what day it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just gonna keep working, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing what I've been doing. I just got off probation, so like I'm gonna definitely like be posting more, you know what I'm saying? Like going more like I was traveling while I was on probation, but like I wasn't able to post it, so like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking post where I go, and I'm gonna try to go to LA. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I really like want to get my clothes out there. But I'm gonna go back to New York this year for Fashion Week
Okay.
and just stack my bread. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
That's what's up,
There's
man.
a couple more things. I want to create a line sheet. I did that last year, but I've been talking to this lady who she has
All right. So you're talking about something with a lady with the showroom.
oh yeah, so this year I'm gonna try to get into a showroom in New York. It's a showroom is like where multiple brands are set up from like somebody who's like a seller, and they're trying to sell these brands to like stores.
I got
So
you.
the buyers of the stores come into the showroom and check out the brands that the showroom decides to carry.
I feel you.
And so she was talking about wanting to put me next to Moschino, which is fucking huge. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So that's a goal. LA. Getting to stores in LA. There's this one store in New York I really want to get into. It's called Patricia Field.
Okay.
She like, I don't know, I feel like it's like the most what would make sense with my overalls. I've gone in a store in New York, but it's like they don't really sell anything else like my stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody was really copping it for the price that they had it at, and it wasn't really big enough for dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another goal. I met them in Miami during Art Basel, and like I feel like I made like a good connection.
That's what's up. So how do you like? Do you feel like you being in West Palm? How does that like affect maybe your access to different, like clientele and
Um,
things?
Palm Beach is definitely like a rich area.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's the people that could like regularly afford my stuff.
Yeah.
I make like this half and half shirts that are pretty like plain. I feel like people like out there will fucking with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But being really close to Miami, you know what I'm saying, helps. Wynwood is like a place where like my stuff sells pretty well, so
Yeah.
like getting into a store there was pretty like a lot easier than like anywhere else, like New
True.
York or LA,
Yeah.
the other like hot spots. You know what I'm saying? Just because we're so blessed to be so close.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean, I really like this area just personally. Like where I'm at is like perfect. It's not like bad area, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? There's nobody. It's not like where I have to act all proper and posh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like in a really good pocket, I feel like.
Yeah, and
I'm
like
super
your
close to
creative
95,
inspiration
you know
and
what I'm
stuff. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Right off the.
Yeah, and just like the what we live around, you know what I'm saying? Fucking what Florida's known for, like
Mhm. It's a good
it's like
vibes.
oranges and fucking alligators.
Yeah. Lit. What's it called? It. I saw something on Instagram. I don't know if this is a sore subject, but you had like an issue where something like a collaboration you were doing where it went wrong or something like that. Uh, is there anything like you want to talk about that and basically like for maybe a upcoming designer like something they should be aware of when doing collaborations?
Just be careful who you collab with, and you know, you're giving your art
Mhm.
to somebody at the end of the day. So like, you know, like it's whatever is worth to like that person now that's holding on to your art. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So they're setting the standard of how much your art is worth.
Okay.
So you want to be able to trust that person. You know what I'm saying? It's detrimental. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate, but anybody could say whatever. So, like, that's another reason why you want to trust them is so they don't fucking, they're not taking credit for your art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that sucks. And, I mean, like, on that particular example, the dude tried to claim, like, that he spent $100 on the shirt before he sold it.
Mhm.
Like, before we did art to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, whatever he sold the shirt for, he tried to take $100 out of it.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, the shirt was a fucking used shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask. I didn't even think he was gonna charge anything for the shirt. Usually, when you do a collab, whatever the cost of the material is, you know what I'm saying, gets taken out before you split it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To whoever bought the material, it goes back to them.
I got you.
And you know what I'm saying? Or it's however you work it out. And that's how I usually do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, all right, wow.
You try
you
to
just
like.
you just see, you know what I'm saying? Who's real and who's not. And that's fine. It wasn't that much money, you know what I'm saying? I much rather would have had that happen like how it happened.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Find out early.
because like I would have continued to go hang out with that dude in New York and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like show my face with his face. Like we went to parties together and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? If he's doing that to me, he's obviously fucking over a hell of a lot of other people.
Mhm.
And if I'm hanging out with him, that just makes
Associates
me
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So fuck that shit.
Mhm. So I don't know if I asked you, like, are there any specific brands that like inspired you?
I was really inspired about how expensive Off-White was selling his stuff,
Yeah.
or selling this stuff when I found out about that company. I've always kind of like, I've never like had designer or anything, you know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
don't really know that much about like the brands that are popping.
Mhm.
But what inspired me mainly was like just feeling like very lost. I remember in high school I was like felt like I didn't belong, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I felt like that if I was gonna do something, it was gonna be like great.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always kind of like, even though I didn't fuck with a lot of people at in school and like out of school, like you know what I'm saying, give my time. I still like, you know, noticed like beautiful girls and stuff, and like I noticed like who's popular, who's not, like how society, like how that worked, you know, the
Yeah.
social standards at school, and I knew that like I wanted my name on the richest bitches bags.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like whatever I'm gonna do in the future, like I'm gonna make sure like my name is on those bitches bags,
Mhm.
or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
somewhere like they're repping my shit in the future.
I feel that.
Cause like I want to be great. You know? I
Mhm.
want my brand to be great. I want it to be like on the level of Off-White, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Burberry. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying
Mhm.
to build a fashion house that is gonna exceed my life. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's the inspiration.
That's what's up. Any last points you wanna get out?
Just keep, dude, fight for your shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's watching this, um, kitchen maid, you know what I'm saying, is really kitchen maid. Me and this dude knew each other for fucking 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were going to school together, and this man was working a normal job, hustling, fucking working all the time, really going in and like staying like clear minded. Like, I recognize that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you work hard and just keep, like, to everybody else watching that shit, like, keep working. Whatever, if you have an idea, write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Writing is so important. Like, keep a little book, keep a piece of paper, write down shit. It'll help you remember your ideas. You know what I'm saying? How many good ideas have you had and then you forget? You know what I'm saying? Write that shit down. Draw. Just express yourself and put it out on paper. Don't express yourself just like talking. And if you are going to talk, record it. You know what I'm saying? Start a podcast. There's so many things like you can do for yourself. I promise that like if you know that working for somebody is not what you want to do in life, there are so many things that you can do to um, solidify, you know what I'm saying, start your own brand, make yourself somebody. You know what I'm saying? I believe that for myself, and I believe that for everybody else. For real, all you gotta do is have, it's a lot actually, not all you gotta do, but you gotta have talent, you gotta have work ethic, you gotta be ready to sacrifice, and a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
But I promise that even if things don't work out how they work out for what is like, even like how I want with Calvani, if it doesn't work out, I know that like I didn't waste my life. You know what I'm saying? Like my like what how I'm living my life right now. I feel so fucking blessed, and like I'm not even anywhere near where I want to be.
I
You know
feel
what
you.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I want to leave that.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you for this interview.
No
Thank
doubt,
you.
man. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah.